Hey friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stampin', and today I am showing you Palette Scout. I am so excited about this product, and I want to thank Palette Scout for sending this to me so that I could show it to you. Before we get any further in the video, they are giving away 3 of these. 3. So you're going to get a chance to win. There will be a link below the video where you can sign up. You will be signing up for my email list, and then that will give you a chance to win one of the Palette Scouts. That was the only way I knew how to do this to make it really fair and to make sure that I captured people's email addresses so that I could contact them if they won. So the drawing will be December 31st. You don't have to make a purchase to win. This giveaway is not sponsored by anybody besides Palette Scout. And we will announce a winner on January 6th. I will contact you. So make sure you sign up with a good email address and that you subscribe and confirm your subscription. So we're going to get into what Palette Scout is and what this fun product has to offer. I am obsessed. I love it. I think it's so much fun. So we're going to get into it. Okay friends, so usually I voice over my videos because that's when I have the best control of the sound around me, like dogs barking and family showing up and those types of things. But for this video, I felt like I needed to talk through things as I was doing it instead of voiceovering it. So basically in the beginning, I'm just kind of showing you what this is. So Zoli sent this to me. This was free from them for me to share with you. And one of the reasons I jumped on the opportunity is because I have shared over many years how much I personally have struggled with color and understanding how colors go together. If you don't have an artist background and you didn't go to school for color theory and it didn't just come naturally to you, you weren't just born with this, then understanding how colors work actually is challenging. And I originally saw this used on Christina Werner's channel, and I could not believe it when Palette Scout reached out to me and said, would you like to use these and do a video if you like it? And I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. I already know I'll love it. Please send it to me. So I'm going to show you how it works because it's actually really cool, and it almost is like a card game in my opinion for card makers. So the way this works is there's all these hues. There's 18 hues or base colors in the deck. Each hue is represented by a triangle, square, or circle and named in alphabetical order. Together, all 18 make up the color wheel. So this is essentially the color wheel, okay? A value is how dark or light the shade is. So basically, each hue contains 5 values, shown as 1 through 5 above. And of course, see that? That's what I'm talking about. 3 is always the base color. 1 and 2 are shades, meaning they have black added. 4 and 5 are tints, meaning they have white added. So you're already learning something, right? Intensity. Okay, so then these are, each value is available in 2 intensities, pure and a tone, and are shown on the front and back of each card. Tones have a dot below the shape. Pure intensities are used for cheerful and vivid palettes. That would be my favorite. Tones have gray added and are used for muted or solemn palettes. So this is the color wheel. This is the hue, value, intensity, tint, shade, tone, proportionality, how much of each color is used. So on the other side, it teaches us how to use these decks. So each hue starts with the above card. Use this as your key to making your own palettes. Here we'll explore complementary pairings together. So to make your first palette, to create a complementary color palette, lay out all 5 ember cards. Okay, so we would choose, since we have this, let's just lay out all 5 hibiscus cards because they just happen to be right here. Okay. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is hibiscus. And you notice there's a dot under some of them. So what does that mean? It told us over here. Pure intensity of tones. Okay. A pure intensity tone is shown to the front and back of these tones. Tones have a dot below the shade. So if it's been toned and it's not a pure intensity, it has a dot. Okay. So on the flip side of these are the more vibrant colors, right? Interesting. So interesting. So this side would be the pure intensity. Sorry, I messed it up. See? So these don't have the dot. So this side is the pure intensity. This would be the side I like. And then this side has the dot. So this is toned. Okay, so there's all 5 of our. Then we have to create a complementary, or grab a complementary color to that. So if you look on the color wheel, this is kind of like in the pinks and purpley areas here. Maybe more here. Okay. All right. To create a comic, lay out all 5 Ember cards and all 5 Neptunes. Select at least 3 of the cards to create your palette. Complementary pairings are opposite of the color wheel. Okay, so if we want to use opposite of the color wheel, I'm gonna go with like oh, hello. So here's like a whole flip over all the cards to the pure intensity side, not dot, sort the colors into stack up. Okay, so there's our colors. Those are challenge cards. So I'm going to set those aside. And then these are all of our okay, so this is hibiscus. Okay, so then these cards, these are the cards I was looking for. We need to find the hibiscus. Here it is. Okay, so here's our hibiscus card. So when we turn it over, we find its complement. So there's the complement, monochromatic, analogous, which means it's next to it on the color wheel, split complement, which means it's kind of like 2, and triadic, which is like, well, triad, triangle, right? So if we go into the greens, let's see what greens we have. We could take this card and we can see that it's this one, Quetzal? Quetzal? I don't know. That's probably an artsy-fartsy word that I don't know because I'm not that artsy-fartsy. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ooh, this will make a pretty Christmas card. All right, so now we've got all of these, and these are the pure intensity because they don't have the dot below them. If I turn it over, you can see then it's more muted tones, right? So then this is toned. Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? And then this is pure. Okay, and then this is pure. Okay, so then this is our ideas for our palette. And then this shows for hibiscus. This shows for hibiscus toned and pure intensity. And then complements and all those. So now we have our color to choose from, right? So if we wanted to do 2 colors, we could do 2 colors, or we could do 3. We could pull in the blue. Let's just do it so that we can see what it's like. We won't necessarily use it. So we want Neptune. So let's find Neptune, which means we wouldn't use this other one, the green. I'm not going to keep pronouncing it because if I'm saying it wrong, somebody out there is making fun of me and I just don't want to have it. I'm not listening to you. Okay, so there's Neptune. It'll probably be my friend Rick. He watches my videos sometimes. And he's super artsy fartsy. He knows all the artsy fartsy things. So this is Buttercup. So now I'm just going to look for Buttercup. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. First of all, I love card games. So this is right up my alley. Okay, so there's Buttercup. So now we have to choose. Are we going to use these two together to make a card? The hibiscus and the hootsy watsy. Or are we going to use, gosh, I kind of like this too. So this is all the pure intensity side, okay? So this is kind of that bright, bold, 1 through 5, 1 through 5, 1 through 5. Look at that. That could be fun, but let's turn it over and see what the other side has to offer. Oh, I kind of like this side with these. Let's see. Okay, okay. I love color. Color is just so beautiful, right? Thank God for color. Thank you, God, for colors. Okay, and then we have one. I kind of like the muted tones. What is happening? So I think I like the pure intensities with this color. Yeah, I think I like the pure intensities with these two, and I like the muted tones with these three. So maybe we'll have to do a card of both. I don't know. Okay, so it says, use a range of values. Select the palette that includes a range of values across both hues. So your design has good contrast. Snap a photo of your palette and convert it to grayscale. Compare the photo to the value selector on the back of this booklet. Y'all, that might be, oh, see, right here. That might be going too far for Wendy. Okay, incorporate tones. Flip over each card to see the sample palette in muted tones. Use all tones for a calm, subdued palette, or mixed tones and brights for more depth and complexity. Tip, monochromatic pairings work especially well when you mix brights and tones. Remember, tones is the one with the dot. I hope you guys get used to me using this because I'm going to use this often. All right, so that's it. Now we just have to like, let me show you some of these. Okay, so these are some of the fun cards. I want to just show you some of these really quick before we do anything else. So it's got garnet and then color combos. Flame. What's the difference between the triangle, circle, and square? Oh, I just think it is. Let's see. Let's see if it tells us something. Oh yeah, because look, these are all squares. This is a circle. So does that mean circles go together? Okay, so okay, so I'm not exactly sure why they are different shapes, other than like, I don't see it written in here. I'm probably just missing it, but I think it's like a square. Well, that's directly across from a square, so that's complementary. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. If I figure that out as we go, I'll tell you. Okay, so then I want to show you the challenge cards. Okay, so these are really cool. So like this one is create a color palette that reminds you of your favorite song. How did you choose the colors to include? Make a color palette that evokes the feeling of delight. Ask a friend to do the same. What is similar and different about your palettes? Make a color palette with all pure intensities. Flip it over so it is all tones. What differences do you notice about the two palettes and how they make you feel? Take a look at your favorite piece of art and identify the cards for the main colors used. Is the artist using a color palette combination inspired by the color wheel? Pick your least favorite color in the deck. Make a split complement color palette with it. Does it change how you feel about this color when you see it combined with others? Go outside and find something with a color you love. A leaf, a flower, anything. Match it to the closest card and then use the palette ideas card to make a triadic color palette. Take out all of the base triangle 3 cards. Can you separate them out into 3 complementary pairings? Hint, you should have 6 cards total in 3 pairs of 2. Okay, so I see. If you were to use, this just answered my question. So if you were to pull all the triangles out, right, they're going to be complementary. See? Orange, purple, green, red, yellow, whatever this color is, like a darker magenta. So they're complementary. And then if you put them together, like if you put it shows you right here. If you put a circle, a square, and a triangle together, it's analogous, right? Super smart. Whoever created this is a genius. Okay, so there's your challenge cards. Those are fun. We'll set those aside. We're not going to play with those. You saw all these, and then on the other side is all the same thing as these cards, basically. And then it shows you where it is on the color wheel. I love this because this is kind of like your little cheat sheet. And it tells you how to reset the deck so that it's all back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so we're using we started with hibiscus. And now we're making decisions. We're making adult decisions about color. Are we going to use these two? Okay, I think I'm going to start with the hibiscus and the hooby hobby. I don't know how to say it. And I'm going to go brights because I love brights. So now we have to create like a color palette using these. So I probably need to maybe find a stamp set. Give me just a second. Let me find a stamp set. Okay, friends, I have chosen to use these two stamp sets because we've got these beautiful florals. These are the winter blooms from Picket Fence, and then the Deck the Halls stamp set, which I think is beautiful. And this was illustrated by my buddy Kelly Taylor. So I haven't used it yet. Brand new, hasn't been used. And it cuts out the whole outer side, outer edge and inside, cuts this piece out, and then there's a few like sentiments in here too. So I am excited to use this one, and I think it'll be great for this color combo. So let's see. I'm thinking that my goal because I like bright, bold color, right? So I'm thinking my goal for the hibiscus is going to be to use like these 3 maybe. I could do some of the flowers in these 3, and some of the flowers in these 2. Okay, so we're gonna try that. And then for the leaves, we've got several different leaves. We've got little ones here. We've got like greenery, and then we've got like hollyberry leaves. So actually I could use this for the hollies. Okay, I like that. Well, we could use both. So this could be for the hollies. I'm off screen now. Okay, so we're doing hollies, flowers, and then for the petals, I'm thinking we'll go with like some of them these 3 and some of them these 2, because all of these will work. Now, obviously, let me say, if you were just using like cardstock, maybe you wouldn't use this many of the colors. Maybe you would pick out like, you know, like 3 colors or something. But because I'm going to try to, I think I'm going to Copic color these, then it stands to reason that there's going to be shades of these in each. So then I'm going to try to pick my marker combos. So let's see. Let me pull out. So here I have my kind of like reddish purples. So I feel like this RV69 is pretty darn close to hibiscus, the number 1. So now I just have to see if I have shades that are going to work with this. So then, let's see, RV69, let's see, let's not worry about the number, let's just for the shade. So I feel like, let's see, this could be really challenging because I don't have all the Copic markers. So I may have to go as close as I can get to make it work. What I do know is I want to try to match the end color. I mean the end number. So then here's RV59, or no, this is R59, but it's pretty close to that middle color. Now I have no idea if these are going to blend. None. I'm just being honest with you. So we'll try it and we'll see if they'll blend. This is all an experiment on my part. I probably would have been better off just going with cardstock colors to start because, and we may end up doing that, but you know, we're going to try this first. And then let's see, we need, let me just pick this up and hold it over. Gosh, this is the one that's standing out to me, but there is no way that's going to blend. So I don't think, I mean, I guess things happen, right? That we don't understand, but it just doesn't look like it's going to blend to me. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I'm not advanced enough to do this, I think. What if we just did these 2 colors? Let's see what that looks like. And then maybe if I put them on paper, I can figure out what to blend with them. So this is what I mean about learning your color stuff. Okay, so there's our R69, which matches this one. And then this is R59, which is interesting. So when you put it down, it's much darker. So really, because this has the purple in it, this has violet in it. I mean, the 2 blend together, but they're really looking very similar in color. Okay, we're gonna abandon. Oh, look at that, RD42. That's too far. What if I did? This is too far. RV55. Okay, once I kind of like got the hang of how I wanted to select colors for my Copics, it was actually easier. So I actually like had to just shut the camera off and like sit and figure it out for myself. So now I'm going to tell you what I did. I literally took my bag of Copics. So I have several bags, like 4 bags like this, and I like, these are the reds and red violets, and then I have blue and blue violets, and then I've got green, blue, green, you know, whatever. So I took my Palette Scout card and I just kind of did this and like ran it over the top. And then if something matched, I pulled it out and then I colored with it. And then I made sure it still matched. So here's where we ended up. We ended up with, and I've made sure that these blend and that they work together. Because again, I'm still learning all these things, but I knew what I do know for sure is if your number ends in the same number, it's going to be more likely to blend nicely. So this one is RV99, RV69, and RV09. So I kept it all 9s at the end and I kept it all red violets. Okay. So I know that this doesn't really look like this matches, but when you color it, it is almost spot on. Okay, and then this one is kind of the same thing. We did G29, G19, and G03, and they do blend. They work. So that's these 3. And then these 2 are G21 and YG61. So that was kind of an interesting combination, I thought, but it works. So those are our color combinations, and we're going to color this with it. So I'm going to actually voice over the coloring because we'll catch up with a little bit of story time. But before we get to the coloring, I just want to remind you that there is a link for a Palette Scout if you want one of these. They were out of stock. They're back in stock. And if you want one of these, there is a link below my video in the description box. It is an affiliate link. So I will earn a little commission if you purchase one of these through me. And here's the thing. I feel like every person who is a card maker, quilter, knitter, anything you do with color could benefit from having one of these. I personally struggle with color combinations. I have forever. And so the more I do it, the more I practice it, the more I learn, the better I get, like anything, right? So anyway, just a reminder, there is a link in the description box below. You just click the little button that says more, it'll drop down, and there's a link there where you can grab one of these. Okay, let's get to coloring and making. All right, so this part of the video is sped up to 20 times its normal speed because the focus of this video really isn't the stamping and coloring. It is more Palette Scout itself, the product itself. But I wanted to show you the cards that I made using the colors we picked out together. So for this, let's just talk about my experience with this now, okay? Now that I've done it, I shared it all with you, and I've already made these cards, and I'm voiceovering this portion of the video. I never ever would have chosen these colors for this card, like on my own. And I think that the thing that this Palette Scout product is going to give to me is going to be the ability to maybe learn how to put my Copic marker colors and my cardstock colors and even probably watercolors together better. This is something that I really struggle with. And if I don't have somebody who can tell me use this color, and this color, sometimes I struggle to know, like, for example, the trio of Copic markers that I picked out for these flowers, I never would have put those together. The RV 99, 69, and 09, never in a million years would I put those together. But because I used the Palette Scout cards, I was able to match up the card with the Copic marker versus just focusing on the marker number. Now, the marker number still matters, and I still had to be mindful of that, but All I'm trying to express here is that I see a really fun future with me using this product. Again, if you don't struggle with color, this probably isn't the product for you. But if this is a struggle in your life, like it is in mine, I highly, highly 10 out of 10 recommend buying this. Now, I know I talked about a giveaway in the beginning of the video. There will be 3 winners that win this completely free. So if you purchase it and then you end up being one of the winners, my suggestion would be to use the free gift to give to a friend that also crafts, or give away on your own social media or something like that. So anyway, I am super happy I chose the stamp set that I chose. It took me a really long time to color everything because I color really slow. So if you're new to coloring and you're intimidated by it, I'm just going to suggest it's okay. 1, it's okay that you're slow at it. 2, if you need help choosing colors, this may be the answer for you. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I ended up with 2 cards and a tag that I absolutely love. The colors are beautiful together. And I was able to sit and like play and have fun choosing my colors. And I think that that is the thing that this product is bringing to the table, is it really is taking away that frustration or that guesswork in how to put together a beautiful color. Because let's face it, when you're making cards, there's a few things that you need to figure out how to do decently to make good cards. 1 is putting colors together. 2 is composition, understanding composition. I have no issue with composition. I get it. I really understand composition. And I would say the 3rd is good quality craftsmanship, right? So when we have a tool that can help us figure out how to put like colors together, stuff like that, man, it is just so valuable in my opinion. And it was really fun. It was like playing a card game. So this one here, I'm just making a mark at 1 inch on the top and 1 inch on the sides. And I'm going to cut those off with my little teeny tiny mini trimmer. It's so cute. And then this is basically a tag. And all I have to do is add a little thing at the top to make it a finished tag. If you have questions about the Palette Scout, you can obviously ask, or in the comments below, or you can email me. I'm happy to answer any questions I can answer. And yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching and learning and playing a little color card game with me. And you will be seeing me use Palette Scout more in the future to help me come up with ideas for my color combinations. This will not be the only video you see me using that product. So here's the finished cards. I love them. I think they turned out great. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Don't forget to enter that giveaway at the link below the video. And then you can also shop any of the supplies that you want to grab. And if you pick up Palette Scout, please let me know how you like it. And this would make a great stocking stuffer or gift for your favorite crafty friend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.